Hello, friends. Hey there, it's Sammy back with another episode of The Daily Dash. That's right, it's everything you need to know from around the world and in my life, straight from my car dashboard to yours. Today is Monday, January 15th, 2018. Let me tell you what you need to know so you're in the know around the water cooler and in Carline today, or probably just at home. And I've got some things I want to get off my chest, so stay tuned for just a minute. First, the news. So there was a fake emergency alert sent out to Hawaii saying that there was a missile strike, and it was about 30 minutes or more before it was cleared up to say that it wasn't true. The Queen of England is talking about her, filmed a televised interview, a rare televised interview for the anniversary of her coronation 65 years ago. Crazy, right? Let's see. The NFL championship games have been determined. Sadly, our Titans did not make it, did not beat the Patriots. And the Australian Open started, and Venus Williams is already out. Don't like to hear that. So if you missed any of that, you can always catch up on SammyCone.com. It's the Sammy Cone on Twitter or Instagram, or you can go to YouTube, of course. Okay, so what's going on? So this weekend, our Snowpocalypse didn't really happen, but there was enough to get some time playing outside. We even slid down the ice in our driveway Saturday morning, so that was good. Titans game, I told you, not so good. But my heart is heavy, but also optimistic today. So as you well know or should know, today is Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Most of you should have off today. And so I'm just pausing because I'm very grateful for the courage that he showed that not only changed our country, but changed the dialogue and the actions and the laws around the world. So we are at a point right now where our president allegedly made some comments. And I spoke about this a little bit last week, but more about the news, not about my thoughts. And so I don't get very political here, but I dare say this isn't political as much as it is a human comment. So there's a few things I need to say. I made some notes because I don't want to mess this up. But a few points. First of all, regardless of if he said what he actually said, because none of us were there, but the point is someone there took it to mean what he said, which is heinous. So if any of that was implied or alluded to, it's a dangerous sentiment from anyone, let alone the leader of the free world. Number two, to categorize an entire group of people or an entire country is asinine. It's ridiculous. I mean, imagine if someone said, well, all Americans, ... I mean, we have diversity in our home, let alone in our city, let alone in our country. So to tell me that I'm exactly like everyone, all the millions of people that live in this country, is ridiculous. And to do it in an offensive, segregated way, to say that that population isn't welcome, is beyond belief. Okay. Third of all, while I have not been to Africa, my mother lived there for a period of time, and I have been to Haiti, and I love the people of Haiti. I don't know if it's because I speak French, so when I did travel there, I was able to communicate better than some of the other places and other countries I visited. I don't know if it's because I was shown such kindness from all the generations that I interacted with, from the littlest to the oldest. It's true, I left a piece of my heart there. And Haiti will always have a special place in my heart and prayers. So these comments, especially in light of what they went through about 9 years ago, is just bogus. It's just boggling to me. Okay. Finally, I just want each of us to practice the golden rule. And instead of criticizing, because there's nothing... Obviously, something needs to be done about the way that our current president is treating people. But if each one of us, including him, could start practicing the golden rule more, which is to treat others as you would like to be treated, or better yet, let's speak about others the way that we wish people spoke about us. Novel concept. I'm not saying I do that perfectly, but to excuse his speech as, well, we just know he doesn't beat around the bush. No. Not acceptable. And better yet, if we're going to take a lesson from the Bible, how about the one about listening twice as much as we speak, and listening to understand, not to be understood, putting the others first. Okay, so I just said, and I'll put this below, but I just said, may our words be infused with grace instead of hate, compassion instead of culpability, and humility instead of ignorance. Okay. So this weekend, my friend Damon started a new class with a new conversation about race, reconciliation, and redemption at our church. And he shared some objectives, and there was one that just made me think really deeply, for lack of a better word. And he said, let us create an awareness of our own fill in the blank, to rise up and raise our voices individually and collectively against racism, both implicit and explicit. Because whether we like it or not, we have to face our own fear, bias, experience, hence the fill in the blank, before we can ever hope to understand or come to a better understanding of the implications of this collectively. So there you go. I said it. I had my piece. I hope that you will not remain silent. If nothing else, let us start within our own homes about not only starting the conversations, but practicing what we are criticizing in our nation, which needs to be criticized, but let us put into practice the efforts and the speech and the actions that we want to see, so that we can expect change on a broader level. All right, friends, that's it. I hope you have a great day. Make sure you make it great, and do not wait to tell someone you love how you feel about them. Bye, friends.